Hello, everybody. As always, Mauricio Garcia here, excited to begin yet another episode of this great Conquistador show, the Conquistador Podcast. And to do that, I'm always joined by my friend, my mentor, my partner, the Hall of Fame entrepreneur, Mr. Hubert Humphrey. Hubert, how are you? Can you hear me, sir?
I can. I'm here. Doing great, buddy. Good to
Awesome.
be here.
Excellent. I'm excited about today's show because I don't think we've done one where we've been so direct and let people know. I mean, this week has been a great week talking about the history, what is HCI's mission, the secret formula to success, the system. And at the end of every podcast, we invite people to check out the greatest opportunity in America, which if you haven't done that, by the way, go to hciopportunity.com and check it out. But you've built great companies by helping people increase their income, learning a skill in the financial, industry, and you've done that over the last 4 decades. So today, I wanted to be more direct on who is HCI for. Like maybe people are tuning into the podcast and they are teachers, they're doctors, they're engineers, they are in the network marketing world. Maybe they're realtors. Maybe they're like me, employees in assembling cell phone batteries. And we may think that who's HCI for? Maybe for the special kind of people. I don't know. Who's HCI for?
Well, you just named a whole lot of them that they're for, no doubt about it. We're for everybody. There's not anybody out there. There's not any. It's for all nationalities. It's all for all genders, all races, all types of people, all ages. You name it. If it's everybody. In fact, as I look back, in fact, I remember here in our headquarters, we've got a big poster that we take back from the A.L. Williams days. I'd been in A.L. Williams about maybe 4, 5, 6 months, and they created this photo session to trying to create this image of who A.L. Williams was for. And we were only 4 or 5 months old. There was only a few hundred people in the company, but it said people from all walks of life, and that's what we're still about. It's from all walks of life, and it showed pictures of every professional football player, a fighter pilot, a nurse, you name it, a farmer. Railroad conductor at that time. I was a railroad conductor. On and on and on. Bob Turley, who used to pitch for the Yankees. All these types of people were there. School teachers.
Yeah. So this was not just a poster for posters. These were real people coming from all walks of life.
Yeah. And it was such a new thing that we were mostly from Georgia at that time, so it hadn't expanded. And as I went and took the business out west, moved to Denver, and expanded the opportunity out west, and some of the guys went to Texas and so forth, we started to open up, and a lot of Hispanics started coming into the business. Then when I opened up California and the West, all of a sudden, a lot of the new Asian market came in. And we built, I'd say 60 or 70% of our business was built on, from that point forward, on new Americans. The ones that had come over, Swan Nguyen had come from Vietnam earlier as a refugee with his family, as a young boy, jumping from boat to boat, dodging bullets, but made his way to America and was in one of the refugee centers there in San Jose, and became a social worker working with the rest of the refugees. That was his background. Couldn't even speak English. And so all those kinds of people from all walks of life. And then we had a lot of people who are. It's just anybody that's what we call driven, determined dreamers. You know, if you've got a dream, our motto is if you've got the dream, we've got the vehicle. And so that means everybody. And we brought some people in from the industry. Bob Safford came into the business in A.L. Williams with us. Bob Safford had built an insurance company, the Alexander Hamilton Life Insurance Company, that he built when he was like in his 20s with another guy that became millionaires. Later became a big executive with one of the companies that we actually started with, and then he joined us over and built his business. He from scratch. He humbled himself. He was very successful, but he kind of put that aside. He actually came out to Denver and studied my system and worked closely with me for a long period of time, and built one of the great businesses of all time out there. But so you can get people who are successful from the industry. We've had great people. We've had people who have built businesses. We've had people who had come from the network marketing world. We've had people from coaching and teaching, and you name it. It's non-discriminatory. It doesn't care. And the key is who is it that's ready? The word ready, ready has everything to do with it. If you're ready, there's a lot of people that would like to have more, would like to do more, but they're not ready to put their ego aside. They're not ready to be teachable. They're not ready to learn. They're not ready to. And then there's some people out there that are ready means I hadn't got my this fear is holding me back. I'm too scared to make a change. I'm uncomfortable with all that. So whatever it takes to be ready, you better get yourself ready this day and age. Oh, I know one thing, life was beating me up a whole lot, so I was extremely ready. And so that's who it's for. It's for anybody like that, anybody that really wants to do something special with their life. It's people, if you want more out of life, if you want to take control of your life, if you'd like to just make some little extra part-time income, if you'd like to be able to catch up on some of your bills, whatever it is, you can't have a goal too small, and you can't have a dream too big. It's anywhere in there. It's for those people, and I think your time is all, and all it takes in our business is you investing a little bit of your life, you investing a little bit of your time. Time is the currency of our business. It's the currency of making your dreams come true. And so I'm just telling you right now that since you got this time, you need to be very careful with it. You need to be very careful with this time thing, and be able to don't waste it, and don't waste this time, because you can go and put. There's a whole lot of deals out there. While I'm talking, since we've been talking in the last 10 minutes, there's been 50 or 100 new companies started trying to get people to join them. There's always a deal of the day, a deal of the hour. Guys, just make sure you don't get too distracted by too many bright, shiny objects out there, because what happens, you'll waste time. That's why I tell our guys in our business, I say, guys, it's a race for outlets. I said, we've got a moral responsibility to get to a bunch of these people as fast as we can. And of course, today we've got more technology and to reach them faster with social media and so forth. But we got to get to these people, because if we don't get there to them in time, somebody else is going to get an inferior opportunity to them, and they're going to lose time. They may get distracted. They may get distracted forever in that thing, or they may get discouraged and disillusioned when it doesn't work out. Let's get to people and show them the great opportunity. This is for everybody.
Yeah, and I wanted to, when you say something like that, this is an opportunity that is for everybody. I think about somebody like myself, and I've said this a couple of times, right? Here I am at a big name phone company, but I was an employee, right? Just assembling cell phone batteries. To me, the problem was I have a linear income, and I have almost no freedom as how I would like to distribute my time. Those were the two biggest things. With the limited income I have, I cannot even dream about living the life of my dreams. And the second thing is, I've got to be there at this specific time to this time every single day, no matter what. And so this is where the opportunity was perfect for me, because it enables me to learn this skill that allowed me to add value to people's lives. I get paid now not just based on the hour, but I get paid based on the value I provide that, exploded my income. And then the other thing is where I valued the most over the last 2 decades is I get to kind of choose how I would like that time to be distributed. You still have to put in the work. As a matter of fact, I work more now than I used to do before. But it's that freedom to be able to manage the time that I value the most. And I know there's probably millions of people out there that would like to have that situation. Oh yeah. And that's why that's why it's for anybody who really wants it. It's the vehicle. There's a lot of vehicles that are out there, but like you said, there's a lot of inferior opportunities. What makes HCI a superior opportunity?
Well, we've talked about it on so many of these other shows over the last several months, but
just in case somebody hasn't listened to those podcasts.
Obviously, what we've got is we've got a proven, tested system that works, And it's worked now for 40 years, and it's helped build up some of the biggest companies in the industry. We built, this is our third big multi-billion-dollar market cap venture. And we've recruited, in the process of it, going on 2.5 million people have come through those businesses out there. And we've produced just thousands and thousands of them out there, the six-figure income guys with our championship ring. We've got hundreds and hundreds of them out there that are $1 million a year cash flow, dozens of them out there in the $4 and $5 and $6 million, and 2 or 3 of them up there in the $8 to $10 million a year cash flow range. We've built these kind of people with this system. That same system. It's just now more powerful because we've now got bigger. We got more powerful products, more powerful comp, more powerful tools, and a much bigger market with the problems and situations that need our attention have grown so much bigger. So that's why I'm saying this is what we do for people right now. If they come join us, we've got a proven tested system that works. We've got mentors that can help you, and we've got the architect of the system is still here.
One thing that really catches my attention every time is that I see people coming into the opportunity that I would say they would be very comfortable. In other words, if you're making $200,000 a year as a let's say an IT professional, you probably are okay, right? But still, I see them by the thousands joining the company. People that are making 150, 200,000 that coming from where I'm coming from, I said, I wish I would just make that kind of money. I'd be pretty much set, live a comfortable life. But still, to a lot of the people out there, even $150,000 to $200,000 is not enough, you know. And I heard also one of the leaders give a presentation about how the new six figures is at a minimum $300,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I think that's the key. One thing that's kind of different in this new world that we're recruiting in HGI is that the average income of the person that we're recruiting today is family income is probably $200,000 because tons of them are from the IT world. They've now learned that, hey, they got a good skill, they got a good job, and they're doing, you use the word okay. Well, okay doesn't cut it anymore. Making $100,000, $200,000, that's fine as long as you don't have any, as long as there's no inflation, which there's tremendous inflation now. Mm-hmm. As long as there's no recession, there's always going to be recessions. As long as there's no political chaos, well, there's always going to be that. You never know what's going to happen there with taxes and the tax changes and all the things that happen there. And if you want to, and you never know when a pandemic's going to occur. I mean, so you got to making what you thought, like the new six figures is $300,000 or $400,000. That equals about $100,000.
Right.
To me, if you're not, if I'm having to mess with this earpiece here. If you're not making $500,000 to $1 million a year, you better not have a lot of children. You better not have a lot of grandchildren. You better have a lot of great grandchildren. You better not want to go anywhere. You better not be planning on living a long time. I mean, you can shrink your dreams, but you're not going to shrink your life. There's too many people who've shrunk their dreams, and then they go live 20 years after their dream run out, and that's bad. And they don't need to do this. This is for everybody. This is to me. This is for. Hey, we've got people that are young people that are these the new era guys, the 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28-year-olds that are coming in. They've got a chance to come in here, build a business, get themselves up to some high income. We have a big exit strategy for them. We have a big cash out moment. They literally could come in here, and in 5 or 6 years before they're 30, some of these guys could come out there and build build tremendous success in what they're doing. And so we got something for everybody. We got people that have made lots of money in their life, and all of a sudden they're out there now 55, 60, 65 and up, and they realize that was great, but they spent most of it and they had a great life and it was a great run, but now that those companies don't need them anymore, those retirement plans aren't what they're cut out to be, and they've got to get out there and build something because they know they're going to live another 20 or 30 years, and they're not prepared for it. So it's for everybody. That's
You know
what's
what?
for.
One of the things that also came to my attention as I was building HCI, Mexico, and I'm sure that happens a lot here too, is that people as they retire, it's like, what am I going to do next, right? I think these are the people that bring, because previously we've only been talking about people coming from all walks of life when it comes to experiences like employees. You and I were employees for many years before jumping into an opportunity like this, right? And you have some of your business partners who became a billionaire in the industry. He was a high school football coach. If I'm not mistaken, WMA, A.L. Williams was built not primarily, but in many teachers, many people that came from that experience, being teachers and moms, and we're building that. But
housewives and teachers and coaches and people, nurses, and it's all kinds of people from service service and education fields. They're not paid like they ought to be paid, so they saw a chance to come in here and build something bigger and better.
But what I'm seeing is that people that are retired, like people that are in retirement as an example, they have not only a lot of relationships that they built throughout their lifetime. They've got great experience, just wisdom, just life experience. They can apply those things into this type of business and build something huge, like Francisco in Mexico as an example, like a lot of the people that are, in the HCI world. So it's not just those IT professionals that making $200,000 a year, even though that's just what's happening right now in the company, right? But people from all these walks of life that have those driven, determined dreamers. That's why I think you chose that carefully, that word, is anybody who has a dream that we have the vehicle. So that pretty much summarizes who is HCI for. For anybody who wants more out of life. For anybody that is looking for a vehicle that can really take you from where you are now to where you want to go. I think what needed to be said around that has been said. And so I want to take the opportunity to invite those of you listening in today to go to the HCIopportunity.com website, because there's a explanation there at the 15-minute presentation that will show you exactly why this is the best opportunity in America today, why this is the perfect window of opportunity that you do not want to miss. And so go there now, check it out, join the team here, and let's do something big together. Hubert, thank you as always for all the value added to this podcast. We have one more to go for this week, so we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see you later.
Have a good one. Take care. Bye.
Warning, this podcast may change the way you think about business, entrepreneurship, and money forever. The Conquistador Podcast was created for dreamers, entrepreneurs, and leaders who want to conquer their future. To be an epic entrepreneur, you must adopt the right mental paradigms as well as master the art of selling, marketing, and finance.